Good morning, my name's Julie from So Unique. I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. I also have an Etsy shop and I've got a shop on the High Street. Uh, Welcome back to my weekly vlogs. I've just finished doing Vlogtober, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you for all the lovely comments that you've left me this month. It's been wonderful. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like what we're going to do now, but having said that, I am going to do some filming because it's the weekend soon and I need to upload a vlog for my first monthly vlog. No, not monthly vlog, weekly vlog. What am I saying? So yes, so I've had a few requests for a shop tour, so that's what I'm going to do today, and also for the new machine, which that will go up next weekend I think, because it's not down at the shop just yet. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. Well, I'm just enjoying my morning cup of Yorkshire tea, and I've got Marmite on toast this morning, which I love. I haven't had Marmite on toast for ages, so I'm going to enjoy breakfast this morning. Well, I'm down at the shop today. Shouldn't really be down here, but as I was coming into Wath anyhow, excuse me, I got an order that I could have left it till Monday, but I thought no, get it out and it's done with. I had one or two requests on YouTube to give a shop tour, so I thought, well, as I'm down here today, I would do that. I've got my scarf and my cardigan. I'm absolutely frozen this morning because the shop is cold. It is cold outside. It is so miserable and wet today. I'd rather be at home sewing and having a cup of tea than having to come out in the rain. But you know, I have to go to the post office and things like that. So, but having said that, on the upside, Adele's down here with me. She's gone shopping. We're going to go and pop to the Nook for a nice drink, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyhow, the next bit of footage that you'll see is the shop tour. I hope you enjoy it. And I'm just stood, well, I'm stood at the door. The door is actually shut because I don't want anybody listening to me while I'm doing this. So this is sort of what you look at when you first walk in. So this is my cupboard that I use for storing catalogues in, pens, all my packing stuff for Etsy. And this is where I keep my till. This is my new desk here. As you can see, I've covered the table and the little cupboard here with some sewing machine fabric. So I'll keep my till there. And the new machine will be sitting here in a couple of days' time. This is my little trolley where I keep all my sewing supplies in, and well, that's the cloth I use to cover the other sewing machine up with, and then there's my little tripod and some threads, and the bottom two drawers have just got like baby wipes in and things like that. So it's looking a little bit sparse at the minute because I'm trying to have a bit of a sort out, but on this cupboard, this is where all the electricals are kept in, the meters and everything. So I've got some hooks up here and I hook things up. That's one of the pictures I made a few years ago, which I really like that. And then we've got the bunting up there. The door there, and I have got some knitting patterns and crochet patterns stuck on there. And this is where I keep all the knitting needles, crochet hooks, and there's some lace, a bit of ribbon on there, elastic, some embroidery flosses, and some satin cord, which is called rat tail. Then in the next cupboard, this cupboard's not really been sorted out yet. I've got some polystyrene wreaths down there, cork sheets, glue, oops, sorry, some of our felt kits, and some of the Corinne Lapierre kits. I've got some Harry Potter motifs there. There's some of the cosy chunky yarn from King Cole, and a hat and a bag and my bunting up there. At the front of the shop counter there is my blackboard, which sits outside the shop door when I'm open, and all these baskets here are filled with a ribbon. I'll just show you one. Right, so this one wall is full of yarn. This is the chunky side. So we've got the chunky tinsel from King Cole up there. And as we come down, this is more King Cole. We've got King Cole Yummy, Robin Fleece Chunky, King Cole Big Value Chunky, Stylecraft Chunky, and we've got some super chunky down there. And at the bottom, on the right hand side, just, oh, where's my finger? Just there is recycled cotton yarn, yeah. Then in that one, it's Luxe Fur from King Cole, and then in the end one, there's some of the super chunky and funny yummy. And moving across, I've got a couple of baskets there of Christmas fat quarters and ordinary fat quarters. They're the sale baskets and they're all just like £1 each. And then in this set of cupboards, this is the mainly Aran. So we've got King Cole and Chunky Aran. And actually we've got, I'll take you in here. This is the Retreat from West Yorkshire Spinners. So we've got like the silver grey, the mustard, a denim blue. Now that's coming out brighter than what it should be. It's more sort of the burgundy red. And that is a nice, that's a chunky. That's really nice. And I've got pattern books for that. Then we've got the Croft Shetland Tweed from West Yorkshire Spinners. There's King Cole Finesse Cotton and Silk, which feels really nice. And then in these two pogs, this is the West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. Then up on the top we've got you know, this is really difficult getting your finger to point. There we go. 4-ply yarn. That's a bit of DK at the top there. That's a Christmas yarn, sock yarn, and then there's a bit of DK up there. This is 1 or 2 pogs up there just for like spare yarn. Then around the door we've got some supplies, and then this is this is actually the door where I've got supplies on there. There's some pictures up on the wall. The kitty one came from the range, it was only 99p. The patchwork one next to it, I made that. The painted lady, Adele made me that for my 50th birthday. And the one next to it, I painted that. And that was a Sheena Douglas technique. Oh, I can't remember what it was called now. It was like one stroke painting, that type of thing. But yes, I enjoyed that. And then as we move round to this side, this is all the DK yarn. Now I tend to stock Starcraft mainly and King Cole, so I've got one or two sort of fancier yarns in from from Starcraft and King Cole. And I've got like the Bellissima and the Bambino from Stylecraft. I've got the Riot, I've got Dreamcatcher, Batiks, Batik Swells. So that is the first side of the shop that's got mainly the yarn in. As we come through the opening here, I have got Christmas quilt on that side. There's an apron that Adele made that's hung up on this side, and of course my autumn quilt. And I've got some felt and threads on this side, and then this is where I cut all my fabric. You have to excuse the mess. That is my little tea making station there, which is brilliant, and it's very handy that little kettle doesn't get hot. So in this section we have Christmas fabrics. On top of the cupboard there is some jersey, and in this cupboard we have cord, bias binding, pom-pom trim, lace, there's some zips, webbing, some other webbing, and all the knitting and crochet patterns. Right, and on this side we've got like floral fabrics, and the wool and acrylic felts are up there. There's batiks, fabrics go down to the floor, more fabrics, and in this section we've got like Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, Miffy, there's ballerina, and children's animal fabric. And over on this side we've got like lambs, there's rabbits, there's Japanese, there's I think that's the Marvel one at the top there. Peter Rabbit, Mary Poppins, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Little Mermaid, Transformers, Spider-Man, and Toy Story. And then down the bottom there we have some more. We've got some Bambi down there and some just odds and ends. My cutting area, so under here there are more fabrics. There's not a lot of, that's my little messy area there. There's not a lot of room here to stand back and film, I'm afraid. And on the other side of the cutting counter there's some more fabric, so we've got a mixture of florals and plains here. There's some more fabric there, and here is interfacing, wadding. I've got some fleece, some dimple fabric. I've got a little, well, I've got a storage unit at the back there. There's some more Christmas fabrics up there. Now this is one of the safes, so they're covered up because obviously they couldn't move them out of here. This is another safe, and there's another one there. So this is sort of storage area. I try to keep on this set of shelves things that are online. That's some spare Christmas fabric up there. So there's my tripod, so that's where my camera sits when I'm filming. that is usually the view you get when I'm filming down here. Right, I'll just show you what's on top of the cupboard. There's a few makes up there. I've got, that's my, I can't remember what that chick's called. I don't know if it's a groovy chick or something. Cats, bags, owls, Tilda pig. Oh, there's some crafting bags up there as well that I made. There's another bag with one of our felt designs on. Cushions. That's my rag doll. And my Peter Rabbit cushion up there. And that's one of my air fresheners. So when you hear funny noises going off in the shop, it's usually the air freshener. And I hope you enjoyed that little shop tour. It's difficult to try and take film here because there's obviously lots of cupboards about and the cutting table in the centre, so you can't really pan round very well. So I've done my best. So you get an idea. So this is where I spend 3 days out of my week, actually, down here. But from next week I will be open on a Friday, so I will be in the shop 4 days a week next week. I mean, the town where I live, it's not very big. There's, I don't know, there might be 30 shops or something, but the place is very quiet these days. We have a massive Tesco here, I've said before. But yes, it's very quiet. A lot of people shop online though. I mean, I get lots of customers who will come in and say, oh, I've just popped in, I've forgotten something off my online order. So yeah, you know, being an owner of a brick and mortar shop is not easy these days because we have a lot of competition with the internet. It's too easy just to press a button to order things. I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. I do online shopping because I don't want to go out. Oh dear. Because I mean, my excuse, I mean, I work a lot, so I work a lot of hours a week really, and some days I don't want to go out. I must admit, I don't want to go out. I'm guilty of that. So this is why I have split my working time between the shop and home, so I can work online, I can work in the shop, I can go on holiday, I can help out and have my little helper so his mum can work. You know, for me that's a lot better. I mean, okay, I finish work at 2:30 when I'm fetching him, so that's like 3 hours out of my day that, yeah, I could be crafting, but you know, I'm not, and I don't object to it because I have roughly an hour's walking. If I'm at home, it's a round trip to school and back is an hour, so I class that as my exercise for the day. So it could be 2 or 3 days generally that I'm on the school run, but this time of the year, obviously, where his mum works, it's in a shop and she gets more hours if she's lucky. So I could be having my little help up to maybe 4 or 5 days a week. So I have to sort of manage my time of when I am crafting, or if I've got orders to do, I have got to sort of really manage my time then. But when I have my little helper, I try and get as much done then that I can do, like preparing meals, because he likes to bake, so he will help me do things. I mean, he even likes seasoning his potatoes for his tea, but you know, I fill that time up with things I would have normally been doing later on if he wasn't there. So yeah, so if there's soup to make, we get that done. If there's any baking to do, getting bread on, I use that time of my day to do those little jobs, so that when he's gone home, he usually goes home about 5:30. I either have my tea when he has his tea, or I eat after he's gone, because Kevin comes in at odd hours, so his tea, if it's possible, is just plated up and it's sat in the microwave. So then I can spend my evening, if I need to go and do sewing, I've got my time to do that. If I want to just sit and knit, I can just do that. If I want to just chill out, you know, I can do that. So I do, it's time management. I have to be very, you know, with what I'm doing, otherwise I won't get anything done. So yeah, so that's why I have a very busy life, I think, really. Oh dear, I don't know. Right, well, I'm now going to pack up the couple of orders that I've got, go to the post office, do the few jobs that I need to do at the post office, meet up with Adele, and then it's off to the coffee shop, which I'm really excited about. I might even have some lunch, because it's lunchtime now, so I'm getting a bit hungry. So I'll take you along with me. Year old now, well, a year since Sally had him.
Oh,
the other day was his birthday.
He's got a birthday.
He had a birthday cake. It was some kind of a chew.
And where was I? Expect to be invited to a rabbit's birthday. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, you'll have to have him on.
Why?
So you know me in the video. It's your video.
Oh.
Yes, you're in it facially. Just smile. Oh.
Smile sweetly.
Smile sweetly into the face.
Think everything's okay. just wait till he jumps, I'll panic.
Oh,
Good boy. Good boy.
Oh, he's closed his eyes.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Oh, you're nice and warm and snuggly. Yeah. Good lad. kitchen. It's a good lad. This is my Genome 1600 Professional. This is the semi-industrial machine, which no longer exists now. This is the one they've sort of upgraded to the HD9. And I've got an extension table on mine, which I absolutely love. But, you know, at the end of the day, this costs me £79 for this table, which is a lot of money. It's about 2 years old, and look what's happened. The hinge has broken. Look, it's only thin plastic along there, and it's broken. Not very happy at that. I'm going to have to stick it down with some, I don't know, probably a piece of masking tape or something. Unless I can get a new flap, because it is screwed in, so maybe they do a new one. I'll have to have a look, and I bet you it costs a fortune just for a little flap. Unless Kevin can come up with an idea for me of how to repair it. Then again, I could probably stick it on the inside with some tape, because I've just had some not masking tape, washi tape on the outside, and first time I went to sew, it all came off on the back of my back. You just touch it and it falls off. So I don't know, I'm going to have to look into this tonight, I think. Well, this is the poinsettia bag, and I think it's turned out really well. That's the lining, and we've got gold cord on, so I'm really pleased with that. And this is the magical Christmas unicorn bag, which I really like as well, and the contrasting fabric, the spotty and the snowflakes in there, it all goes really well together. Oops, it's falling over. I will get proper photographs tomorrow, but these are going to go in my shop update on Saturday evening, so really pleased. Well, I'd just like to thank you all for joining me this week, and I'll see you again next weekend. That scratching at the door is Elsa. She's trying to come in the kitchen. Anyhow, thank you again, and I will see you all next week. Bye.